Man, I'll tell you, sports-wise, this week is really an exciting week, especially for boxing. We got a fight next week. We also have a fight this weekend. But in college basketball, LIU is going to take on Bryant College tonight in Rhode Island, so they will be on the road. So hopefully they'll be back and come back with a win. But joining me today is the man about town. He is a walking encyclopedia, or walking internet in terms of sports knowledge, is Doc Stanley of Blog Talk Radio. Doc, welcome. Sports in Depth.
Well, it was a pleasure always giving praise and honor to the Master, my Savior. Oh, yeah, you talked about the big week, too.
We'll talk first. Let's talk as far as the Victor Ortiz. That is the fight coming up next week. We're going to this fight next week. Victor Ortiz is fighting Luis Collazo. Collazo was a prominent Golden Glover, won several
former world champion.
Former world champion. Right. Mm-hmm. So how do you see this fight? Is this a turning point?
Both of them, no question about it. But I think what can happen here, the right guy wins this fight could spring into Mayweather's sweepstakes. Lady A gave me a call earlier. The champ is in Africa. He's contemplating that maybe he'll fight Madonna or Amir Khan, but he has confirmed as of now, September 2015, Floyd, Pretty Boy Mayweather, will retire from boxing.
So, but he's going to retire September 15, 2015, but he's probably going to fight again in May.
Oh, well, he's got to fight. He's got 4 fights left. He does 2 fights this year, 2 fights next year. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Now, Ortiz is also, he fought Mayweather 3 years ago,
and lost like everybody else.
And also, he also got his jaw broken recently, a couple of years ago.
A big fight he won was beating Andre Berto for the title. That was a big fight, stepping stone. I remember Richard Schaefer told me, no way.
That's Ortiz I'm talking about.
Well, Schaefer said during that fight that Victor was going to win the fight, and he did win the fight and became world champion.
And also, in between fights, he was also on Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, well, when you become a champ, people want to see you. You know what I mean? Fighters are good dancers. Ray Robinson retired to be a dancer.
How do you see this fight also?
It's a good fight. I would lean toward Victor. I think Victor's really the better fighter. And I think Victor...
Is it because of his youth?
He's younger, yeah. I think Lewis is a little long in the tooth, so to speak, and he's had some tough fights. I wouldn't be surprised to see him win, but I would lean toward Victor Ortiz winning that fight.
Right. And also, this is a return to boxing. This is under Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya.
Great job.
They're doing a great job as far as promoting boxing in Brooklyn.
Yeah, a great job. We wish Oscar well. They're doing a great job promoting boxing-wise, but their PR people, they're the West Coast guys, East Coast, they're not doing the media here right. They got to do a better job.
They got Hopkins. Hopkins is the official, he's been promoted as the official Brooklyn ambassador.
Well, then if that's the case, Burns is doing a bad job.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Also, we're talking about it's the opening of the New Balance kicks off the track at the Armory.
At the Armory.
Yeah, good.
Also, okay, and the other fight is taking place this Saturday, which is going to be on HBO, is Mikey Garcia. Is also fighting Juan
Carlos Burgos. Yeah. Good fight. Garcia's a good little champion. Lady A and Dusty, they like him. It's a good fight. I think we're going to lean toward the champion in this fight. It's good to see some fight matches where Gordon Larry Torres and his crew is doing a good job. The sad part that MSG...
Is this a Bob Arum?
No, if I'm correct. Let me fight. It may be. Let's check. The Guard is in on this. I don't think Top Rank has anything to do with this particular fight. No.
All right, cool. All right, so this is a pretty good fight. Where do these fighters go from here, win or lose?
Well, I mean, Garcia will kind of, that'll put a springboard him in possibly being fighter of the year. And depending on how the way it goes, everybody's trying to get to the Mayweather sweepstakes. So, but the big thing for him, it'll cement his confirmation as possibly fighter of the year.
Now, for Mayweather, hopefully everything will go as planned. He'll retire September 2015. If he loses one of these fights in the next 2 years or so, in the next year or so, what does that mean?
I don't see him losing, but Marion B. Boykin, Black Brother, greatest boxer of all time. The true measure of a champion is what do you do when you get knocked down? What do you do when you lose? That will tell us even more so about it. Ray Leonard came back and won. Duran came back and won. Ali came back and won. So, the ultimate measure of the greatness of a champion is what do you do when you hit the canvas? So that would tell us more about the great Floyd Mayweather.
All right, cool, yeah. All right, now I want to talk also about some of the items we have here. You got these baseball cards, and you also have basketball cards.
Once again, different things that by the greatest God collected. This is a book autographed of a horde of different basketball stars from back in the day. Then we have there's a great Charles Barkley, one of the 50 greatest players ever to play the game of basketball. Boxing cards here. The first card there is a picture of Joe Black, who was the first African American to win a World Series baseball game. He also was Rookie of the Year. You know what I mean? The jacket, I think the jacket speaks for itself.
Right, we brought the jacket here and also the boxing gloves.
Yeah.
Right. As far as local boxing in Brooklyn, Demetrius Salita is also promoting fights. He was a former former welterweight champion.
Yeah, and he's doing a good job. You know, he's doing a good job. That's what the Barkley has done, is brought back some interest into boxing. We're also looking at the fact that Oscar's done a good job. You're excited about a fight again at the Guard. The Guard's not like it used to be, but thanks to Torres and those guys, we got a good fight there. The other guys, Danny Jacobs, he's been a good feel-good story. That was really the
and
whole.
And you also have Saddam Ali, who he fought back in September at the Barclays Center, and almost lost that fight.
Almost doesn't count.
Yeah, almost doesn't count. I know, but it was a wake-up call for him, though.
Well, the big fight was Paulie Malignaggi and Zab Judah. That was the fight. Two boys who grew up in boxing in Brooklyn, and they marquee.
How do you see the real quick, the heavyweight division? That is the
next question.
It's dead.
Next question.
Right?
I mean, next question.
And one of the Klitschko brothers are running for president over in the.
Well, I guess they'll fight off who'll be the president, who'll be the vice president. They'll fight off,
All right. Well, Doc, thanks for coming.
It's always a pleasure, man.
We'll
Thank
have
you,
you
man.
back on soon.
Thanks.
All right.